Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We are going to do a new stitch today. This is a request stitch. As you have seen on my Facebook, if you do follow me there, I have made a post where you can request a stitch. If you have not seen it done on my YouTube yet, you are welcome to go to my Facebook at Stitchinstacy's Crochet on Facebook and request a stitch. Now this one was a requested one. It's called either the Lacy shell stitch, or it's basically a simple shell stitch. So this is the pattern itself. There's nothing really hard about this pattern. It is basically a shell stitch pattern. There are many different types of shell stitch patterns. There's very little differences in a lot of them, and I do have a couple different ones on here. But this one's just a little different from the other ones that I have, so I am going to show you how to do this one. So this is the sample piece, and I am going to show you how to put this one together. So basically I started out, and I'm just using a 4.5 millimeter. Doesn't really matter what you do use. And check out one of my new hooks that I made. It is like an orange, red, and a purple color. Isn't it beautiful? This is called my twisted hook, and if you're interested in any of these hooks, you can check them out on my Facebook. I chained in multiples of 6, and then I added 3. So I have a total of 21 stitches. So what you're going to do is you're just going to chain those up, and then you're going to single crochet all the way across, starting with the second chain from the hook. So go ahead and do that. I went ahead and worked that up. And if you want to stop your video and catch up with me, you can do that. It's not a big thing there to just single crochet all the way across your row. So you can do that if you need to. So basically all I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn my work. I'm going to do a chain 3. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, counting the first one that I'm in, I'm going to go into the 4th chain from the hook. Let me zoom in a bit here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and if you know anything about the shells, they're worked in 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet patterns. So I'm just going to go into that 4th stitch, and I'm going to do 3 double crochet here. So there's 1, 2, and 3, all in that same stitch, which is your 4th stitch. Now you're just going to simply chain 2, and then you're going to go right back in that same stitch, and you're going to do 3 more double crochet, because you can look at it as like you're building a mountain. You went up one side, you made it the peak, and now you're coming down the other side. So you have to make it equal, unless you want a lopsided mountain. No, we don't want to do that. So let's make 3 double crochet to go down the other side of the mountain, or the hill. So there you go. You have your first shell. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we are going to skip 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in that 6th one, you want to do the same thing. No chaining in between. You're just going to jump 5 stitches. And we're going to do 3 double crochet into that 6th stitch. Okay, so we're going up the side. Now you're going to chain 2. Okay, and now you're working on going down. So we're going to do the same thing, which is put 3 double crochet here, right in that same stitch. So there's 2. And there's 3. Alright, so there's your second shell. Alright, so again we'll skip another 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go into that 6th one, and you're just going to repeat the process. So no rocket science once again involved, just 3 double crochet. So there's 2. There's 3, chain 2, which makes our peak, and then go back down into the same stitch and work the other side of this mountain with 3 double crochet. Alright, and now we have 3 shells. Now you're going to find, if you did your counts right, you're going to have 3 stitches left, or I'm sorry, 4 stitches left. You got that end one right there, so all you're going to do is skip 3. Alright, and you're going to put a double crochet into that very tip, which is the end one. You're going to put that double crochet by itself. And I'll show you why. Because if you look here, you have to even the ends out. You don't want an odd man out here. You have your first chain 3 right here. You have to even it up. So to even it up, you got to put your chain 3 here, which is going to be a double crochet. So you have to even those ends out. Okay? So now what you're going to do is you're going to turn, and you're going to work your next end, which is a double crochet. Well, technically a chain 3. Okay? So then what you're going to do is you're going to skip those 3 double crochet, and you're going to work right into the peak, and you're just going to work the same type of shell. So 3 double crochet right into that peak. Okay, and now we're going to make the peak on this shell the same way. So chain 2, and then go back down, and we're working down the side again. So all we're doing is making nothing but shells. Okay, see how that looks? You're just building shell on top of shell on top of shell. So now we're just going to skip this entire section. So you have 3 double crochet that you're going to skip here on this part, and then you're going to skip these 3 here, and then you're going to work into that peak. Okay, nothing in between. We're not chaining, we're not slip stitching in between, we're not doing any of that. We're just going straight to peaks here. So it's 3 doubles and 2 chains. And then your final 3 doubles to complete this shell. Very simple technique. Okay, so we're jumping across here again to this next peak for 3 doubles. Oops. So there's 3. And then our chain 2. And then our last 3. Okay, see how it's just repeating itself, nothing more. Now we're going to go even up our ends here, so you're going to go in the top of that chain 3, so 1, 2, 3, and you're just going to simply do another double crochet on the top of that previous double crochet. Okay, back it up a bit so you can see it. So that's pretty much all it is, and if you want to get the real effect of it, things don't straighten out until you actually either block them, which I don't block big projects. They generally straighten themselves out once you put borders on them and you get them completely finished. But you can put your fingers here at the ends and straighten them out, and you get the general idea of what they're actually going to look like. So that's pretty much what the Lacy shell stitch, or the basic simple shell stitch, is all about. And I only done 2 rows here because I did 3 rows there. And that's pretty much all there is. You're just going to chain up 3, you're going to turn, and you're just going to keep making those shells. You know, you can go as wide as you like, and you can go as long as you want. That's all there is to that simple stitch. So you can change colors every row, which will make this very interesting and very beautiful. So that's up to you. And that's it for the video, guys. That's the Lacy shell stitch. And until next video, happy hooking!